So maybe you want to explain to us, like how you will explain to a 5-year-old what is carbon credit.
Think about it this way. When we calculate the carbon emissions, as we spoke for a while, right? And it's really to figure out how much you emit. Right, so after you figure out how much you emit, you will hear a lot of companies that says, I want to achieve net zero. Right, so then you ask yourself, okay, what does it mean to get to a zero? What it means is that they are going to do everything in power to actually reduce their carbon emissions. So let's say I emit 100,000 ton. Currently, that's my carbon footprint. By going EV, installing solar, I'm gonna go to reduce it all the way to 500 ton, right, or CO2. So then you still have some, and you cannot go to zero. So that's where carbon credit comes in, where you buy to offset your carbon credit to get it to zero. Any activity that we do, you cannot get to zero, right? So then you need to offset it. And that's where carbon credit comes into play. So then that's why a lot of questions that is being asked is that, hey, are we buying it now, right? I think where we are at the moment is a lot of companies are just trying to figure out their carbon footprint, right? So because if you do not know how much you emit, you actually don't know how much you need to buy to offset. Right? So that's what carbon credit is all about. Then you will say, where does carbon credit comes from?
Yeah, where do we buy it
Where
from?
do we buy it?
Who do we buy it from, man?
Who is producing it here?
Yeah, for one, you can actually buy. Bursa has a carbon exchange that trades the carbon credit.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Carbon.
Oh,
Okay.
So it's an exchange that can trade it. So you can go to the exchange and buy the carbon credit from the exchange. Who can actually sell the carbon credit on the exchange? Right? So there are bodies that generate the certificate, like Verra and Gold Standards and all. So to actually have that, you, for example, let's say you have a forest, right? For example, and there's two ways to make money from it. You can actually cut it down and sell the timber there, or you actually say, no, that doesn't sound right. I actually just want to preserve that forest.
Okay.
But you also want to get income from it. Right? For doing that, you want to get paid. So that's where you can get people like the Forest Research Institute of Malaysia to come in and measure how much carbon it sucks. Verra and Gold Standard comes in to check and issue you the certificate. Now you are being issued the certificate to go and sell to people to preserve as a reward for your preserving the forest.